Let's solve some STAAR grade 8 math questions on transformations on a coordinate plane. But before we solve the questions, what does transformation on a coordinate plane mean? I would like to explain it as this. Transformation on a coordinate plane can be in four different forms. We have translation, we have reflection, we have dilation, and then we have what's the last one? Rotation. So now let's take it one after the other. Let's start with translation. When you want to translate on a coordinate plane, nothing flips. Let's say we have the coordinate plane like this and we have a shape somewhere here. This shape, with this shape, all the points on the shape, nothing on it will flip. It will not flip, it will not swap. We will only add or subtract. So that is, if we have x and we have y, we only add to x and y. We do not, the shape will not change, it will not reduce, it will not increase, it will only change location. It will not flip, it will not swap, it will not do anything. So let's see an example. So what it means in summary is that you add or you subtract only. And you know, when you add, let's say x is 2. When you add 2 to 2, it becomes 4. So that means if the point is somewhere here before, it will move here. So it will only change location a little bit. It will not change to this place, it will not flip, it will not swap, it will not do any other thing. So now let's look at this example for a better understanding. We are to translate triangle ABC with vertices a comma 2, I mean one a as point with point 1 comma 2, b with point 3 comma 4, and c with point 5 comma 6, and we are to translate by x plus 2 and y plus 3. That means we add 2 to x and we add 3 to y. So let's add 2 to this x. When we add 2 to 1, this becomes 3 comma. When we add 3 to 2, it becomes 5. So that means if this is the vertex a, the vertices, this is vertex A before translation. After translation, it becomes A prime with point 3 comma 5. Now the second one, we have 3 comma 4. We add 2 and 3. So this will become 5 comma. When we add 3 to 4, it becomes 7. And this one, when we add 2 to 5, it becomes 7. And when we add 3 to 2, it becomes 5. So that means A prime will be 3 comma 5, B prime will be 5 comma 7, and C prime will be 7 comma 5. The prime there shows that transformation has been done on it. It has been transformed. It has been transformed. In this point, the transformation that was performed on it is translation. That is, we are only adding. You might also be asked to subtract. So when you add to x axis, that means the shape is moving to the right. When you add to when you subtract from the x-axis, that means the shape is moving to the left. When you add to the y-axis, that means the shape is moving up. When you subtract from the y-axis, that means the shape is moving down. It will only change location. It will not change size. It will not flip. It will not swap. It will not do any of that thing. So that is what translation is about. Now let's look at reflection. Reflection is like a mirror, just like you're looking at yourself in a mirror. When you look at yourself in a mirror, your right hand will look like left and your left hand will look like right. So that is what reflection is about. Reflection, you reflect in the mirror, so you reflect the shape on the coordinate plane. So now when you reflect along the x-axis, then the y will change sign. So what reflection is about is that one sign will change. When you're reflecting, one sign will change. Reflection means something will change. So, and that is one sign will change. So if you are reflecting along the x-axis, the y sign will become negative. And if you are reflecting along the y-axis, the x sign will become negative. Let's take a look at something like this. Let's say we have a triangle here, and this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. If you want to reflect this triangle along the x-axis, that means the triangle will become something like this. So, and here x is positive, x will remain positive, but y will be negative. So if you are reflecting along the x-axis, x will remain positive, but y will become negative. If you want to reflect it along the y-axis now, that means the triangle will become something like sorry, If you want to reflect it along the y-axis, that means the triangle will be somewhere here. So, and when it changes to somewhere here, you reflected it along the y-axis. The y will remain positive, but the x will become negative. So that is just how to explain it. So one sign will change. If you are reflecting along the x-axis, y is y that will change sign. It will become negative. If you are reflecting along the y-axis, it's x that will become negative. So now let's take a look at this example. We want to reflect this same triangle along the y-axis. So if you are reflecting along the y-axis, that means x will change sign. So that is why 1, comma 2 becomes negative 1, comma 2. 3, comma 4 becomes negative 4, negative 3, comma 4. And 5, comma 2 becomes negative 5, comma 2. If you want to reflect this along the x-axis now, let's try and reflect it along the x-axis. And this will become 1, comma negative 2. That is for A. And B will be 3 comma negative 4, and C will be 5 comma negative 2. So this is the reflection along the x-axis. Y will change sign. That is what reflection is about. One sign will change. Remember, mirror, you reflect in the mirror. So don't forget that. Now let's talk about rotation. Rotation, you know what rotation means? If you want to rotate, it's just like you are turning around. You can either rotate 90-degree counterclockwise, 180 degrees, or 270 degrees counterclockwise. So if you rotate 360 degrees, that means you are coming back to the same position. So let's say this is it, and something is here, and you want to rotate the 360 degree. If you come like this, let's say a shape is here and you want to rotate 360 degrees. If you come like this, you will still come back to where you are. So, but if you are rotating 90 degrees, what you have to take note is that for rotation, you swap, then you fix the sign. The first thing is to swap, then fix the sign. So what does this mean? Let's say we want to rotate 90 degrees. Let's say we have a triangle here and we want to rotate it 90 degrees. 90 degrees means it will rotate and it will land here. When it lands here, that means y will become negative, obviously, while x will still remain positive. So this is what it means. You swap and then you change the sign. So just take note that when you rotate 90 degrees counterclockwise, y you have negative y comma x comma y becomes negative y comma x. But when you rotate 180 degrees, both becomes negative. This is 90 degrees, this location that is 90 degrees. But when it gets here, when you do 180 degrees, it will be here. So, and here we have negative y, negative x, and negative y. But when you rotate 270 degrees, here it will become positive, negative x, and then positive y. So, but you don't write x comma y, then you first swap. So take note of these ones. When you rotate 90 degrees, it becomes negative y comma x. Negative y comma x because of the position. So the position will change. Y will take the position of x, while x will take the position of y. But when it is 180 degrees, only the signs will change. Only the signs will change. And when it is 270 degrees, the position will change, but x is x that will become negative. So just take note of these 3 points. So now let's rotate this triangle 90 degrees counterclockwise about the origin with these vertices. So now for 90 degrees counterclockwise, why we first swap, like I said, you swap, that would be 2 comma 1, and then you fix the sign, y becomes negative. For the second one, you swap, we have 4 comma 3, you fix the sign, y becomes negative. For the third one, you swap, it becomes 2 comma 5, y becomes negative, so it becomes negative 2. And that is how we got all this prime. And assuming you have to do it, you have to do 270 degrees, then it would have been, let's see what 270 degrees will look like. We also swap, but it's x that will become negative. So that means we'll be having 2 comma negative 1. This is for 270 degrees. 2 comma negative 1, and b will be 4 comma negative 3, and this one will become 2 comma negative 5. This is 70 degrees, and 180 degrees will just be negative 1, negative 2, then negative 3, negative 4, then 5, negative 5, negative 2, and that is what rotation is about. And lastly, dilation. So now I need to know state that for these other three, the shape the shapes do not change. They do not change their size. Look at translation, the size will remain the same. Look at reflection, the size will remain the same. Look at rotation too, the size will remain the same. Only the location will change. They do not change size. Their size will remain the size of the shape will remain the same, but the location will change. But for dilation, the size will change. It will resize the shape. It will resize the shape because we are multiplying both x and y. Dilation is similar to translation. The only difference is that for translation, we are either adding or subtracting. But for dilation, we are multiplying for dilation, and when you multiply, the shape will change. So if k is greater than 1, that is the number you are multiplying by is greater than 1, the shape gets bigger. But if the number you're multiplying by is greater than 0 but less than 1, that is, it is a fraction. Let's say you are multiplying by 2/3, or you are multiplying by 7/5. No, 7/5 is greater than 1. 7/5 is greater than 1. Let's say you are multiplying by 3/4 or 4/5, then the shape will get smaller. If you are multiplying by a fraction less than 1, the shape gets smaller, but if you are multiplying by a number greater than 1, then the shape gets bigger. So now let's dilate this triangle by a scale factor of 2. So like I said, you multiply both x and y by the scale factor. So if we have a to be x comma y, a prime will be equal to kx comma ky. You multiply both by the same thing. That is what we have here. You multiply by the same scale factor. So now before dilation, we want to multiply this by 2. 2 is the scale factor. So that will be 1 times 2, that's 2. 2 times 4, that's 4. 3 times 2 is 6. 4 times 2 is 8. 5 times 2 is 10. 2 times 2 is 4. So that is what dilation is all about. So you realize that the shape of this one now will be bigger. This prime triangle, the one that we've dilated, will be bigger than the other one, the smaller one, the first one, because we are multiplying by 2, which is greater than 1. So the shape will be bigger. So that is all about dilation. So now let's solve some questions. Let's solve some practical STAAR questions. The first question says triangle XYZ is rotated 90 degree clockwise about the origin to form triangle X prime, Y prime, Z prime. Which statement is true? So now let me zoom it in so we can see. It's asking which statement is true. Let's read the statements. Let's take them one after the other. The first one says the sum of the angle measures of triangle XYZ is 90 degrees less than the sum of the angle measures x prime, y prime, z prime. This is wrong because, like I stated, when you translation, reflection, and what is the other one, rotation, they do not change the sizes. They don't change the sizes, they don't change the angle, they only change the position. It's only dilation that changes the sizes or the angles. It changes the sizes and the angles. So these ones do not change. So once you hear rotate or translate or reflect, just know that the size or the angle will not change. So that is not true. The angle measures of triangle XYZ are less than the corresponding angle. This is also wrong because they cannot be less than. The sizes will remain the same. The angles will remain the same. Triangle XYZ is not congruent. Not congruent. Congruent means when you hear congruent, congruent means both the size and the shape are the same. That is what congruent means. So when you hear that two triangles are congruent, it means they have the same size and they have the same shape. So when this one says they are not congruent, that means they do not have the same size and they do not have the same shape, which is wrong. Because when you translate a shape, the size remains the same and the shape remains the same. Nothing happens to the size, nothing happens to the shape. Only the location changes. So the last one is correct because the area of triangle XYZ is equal to the area of triangle XYZ, X prime, Y prime, Z prime. So nothing will happen to nothing will happen to the angles, nothing will happen to the size, nothing will happen to the shape. They will all remain the same. It's only when you dilate that the size, the size and the what the size will change. Now let's take a look at the next one. Pentagon PQRST was graphed on a coordinate grid. Pentagon PQRST was rotated. This is what we need to get first. 90 degrees counterclockwise about the origin. So which statement is true? Let's take it one after the other. The area of pentagon PQRS is not equal. This is not true. Once you hear rotate and you see not equal, is not true. Is not congruent. This is not true. Is greater than. This is not true. So the angle measures of PQ are congruent. Yes, they are congruent because it will remain the same size, it will remain the same shape. So once they both have same size and same shape, that means they are congruent. So now let's take a look at the next one. Pentagon ABCDE is rotated 180 degrees clockwise. Rotated. Take note of that again. Which statement is true? Which statement is true? So answer this yourself. If it is rotated 180 degrees clockwise, which statement is true? Read the statement one after the other and answer the question. If it is rotated 180 degrees counterclockwise, which statement is true? Pentagon ABC is congruent to pentagon A prime, B prime, C prime, D prime, E prime. This one says it is congruent. This one says it is more than. This one says it is two times. This one says it is half the corresponding side. Which one do you think is true? Now, the next one, trapezoid KLMN is reflected. Don't forget what reflection means. It means like you mirror it. So one sign must change. So this one is reflected over the x-axis. So when it reflects over the x-axis, then y becomes negative. When it reflects over x-axis, x remains the same, but y becomes negative. So which statement is true? The area of, I need you to answer this yourself. The area of this is greater than, the angle measure of this is less than, the sum of the angle measure of this is twice, the side length of these are congruent. Which one is true? Which one is true? Now let's take a look at this one. Trapezoid PQRS is rotated 180. Rotated, this one means it is rotated 180 degrees about the origin. Which statement is true? Which statement is true? Answer this also. I have told you only one out of the four types of transformation changes side. So this one says is less than, this one says it's not congruent, this one says it's less than, and this one says they are equal. Which one is true? Which one is true? And that will be all for this video. See you in the next one.